What is up, YouTube? Today, we're diving into the best M7 attachments and calibrations in Delta Force. The M7 does 25 damage and it has a fire rate of 649 rounds per minute. This gives it a time to kill of around 280 milliseconds, which is pretty quick. It's one of the weapons that you guys have most asked for in the comments down below, and it won second place in a recent poll, so today I wanted to share this build with all of you. This M7 build features a much more controllable weapon with a good balance of high stability and control, while sacrificing the least possible amount of ADS speed and general handling to get these balanced stats. I don't think the M7 is any better than weapons like the AKM, for example, but I do believe it's popular due to the alpha phase of the game where it was a lot stronger than it is today. With all of that said, I believe it's a worthwhile weapon to level up, build, and use for fun, so let's get into it. As always, we have a clean slate of an M7 here, and we'll go from the front to the back. First, we change out the barrel to be the M7 Title Ultra Long Barrel combo. This gives us a whole bunch more range, more control, way less handling here, but better stability. For the muzzle, we're going to be using the Sandstorm vertical compensator because it gives you that firing stability, quite a lot of vertical control, which we really need on a weapon like this, like the M7, which naturally has very high recoil. But the most important piece is this vertical firing camera stability. This will make it a lot easier to aim. It of course hurts our handling, but it's definitely worth the trade-off. So let's put this on. Then for the foregrip, we're going to be putting on this Secret Order bevel foregrip. This weapon also has a lot of horizontal recoil, so we're gonna try to tame that here with this attachment, and it also helps with the firing camera stability and the firing stability in general. It only hurts our handling by 1, so it's not too bad, but it gives us quite a lot of horizontal control, as you can see here. Very useful. So let's put this on. Next, we have the left and the right rail, but sadly we can't put on any patches here, so we get to put on, let's say, the red laser light combo, so that your ADS speed can be lowered by 15 milliseconds with this attachment. But now next, for these 4 patches up here, since we have been hurting the handling quite a bit, we want to put on the DD Python handguard on every single one of these patches, so that our ADS times and just handling in general are at least manageable. That is it for the front of the weapon, so let's go here so that we can put on the mag assist on the bottom here. And then for the magazine, we're gonna be changing that over to the 30 round magazine, because the 20 that it comes with is just way too little. Next, for the optic, this is really up to you, but I do really of course enjoy the panoramic red dot sight, so this is what I'll be putting on today. You do have the option to put on the riser, which will get rid of 1 control and give you 1 handling if you want more handling. As you can see on the stats here, it's going to hurt your firing stability a little bit, but it will help out your ADS speed and your ADS movement speed and all these stats here a little bit. So if you find that trade-off useful, then you could put this on. Today, I'm only going to be keeping the panoramic red dot sight. Now for the rear grip, we're going to be putting on the AR heavy tower grip because this unlocks a new attachment point here that we can put on the staple grip base. We're doing this just because of the amount of stability that it gives, and this weapon is very reliant on stability. That's really the downside of this weapon. It's just a little too low on stability on the base stats. And last but not least, here for the stock, we want to put on the Elite Light stock. This is going to help out our handling quite a bit and our control, and we need both of those things. So let's put it on. Now looking at our finished stats here before the calibration, we can see that our control is much easier to handle now, but we're gonna make it even easier. For the handling, as you can see, it's not really the quickest at all. We have had to sacrifice a lot to make it easier to control, but because we do have that laser, at least it's only 400 milliseconds instead of 447. And then for our stability, we have very good stability stats. Not the best, because the base stability for the weapon is also not the best, but these stats for stability make it a lot easier to actually handle the M7. Now let's take a look at the calibrations to make the weapon even better. For the barrel, we're going to be changing the weight limit all the way up here to the max, so that we can get extra firing stability. It will decrease our ADS movement speed, but the Elite Light stock does help us out with that. For the length, we want to lower this all the way down so that we can get a little bit more ADS speed. It'll cost us some muzzle velocity, but our muzzle velocity is actually pretty good for an assault rifle, so don't worry so much about that. It's just another sacrifice that we have to make here. Next, for the foregrip, we're going to be putting the weight limit all the way up to the max here for the extra control, and we really need that on the M7. It'll decrease our ADS speed, but that is what we made that change for in the barrel. The thickness, we want to keep the same here because we don't really care for either the ADS movement speed or the stability when moving, at least on a weapon like this on the M7. Then for the rear grip, we changed the weight limit all the way up up here to the max to get that plus 6% extra control, and the thickness at default because again we don't really want either one of these things. And last but not least, on the stock here we want to change the weight limit all the way to the max for the extra control. For the optic, all you really want to do here is move the pupil distance all the way down to negative 20 millimeters because then you can see more inside of the window. Going back to the details screen, now we can see what we have done to this weapon using the calibration. We can see that our control is quite manageable now, which is good for the M7 because it's kind of ridiculously high on the recoil. Then for our handling, we see we're just about the same as we were before, with an ADS speed of about 400 milliseconds, which is a little slower than I would like, but that's the kind of stuff that we have to do to the M7 to make it usable. And then our stability looks like this. Very good numbers at least here. This will make it a lot easier to actually aim the weapon. Sadly, we only have 30 rounds instead of 45 because a 45 round magazine would really hurt this one a lot, and we don't want that. So let's go to the firing range here. Let me show you what it looks like now that we have done all these things. This is me not controlling the recoil at all. It's quite easy to control, but just not at far ranges. And now if I do control it, this is what happens here. A lot better. For a weapon like this, I do recommend that you do hold shift whenever you're shooting because that will help a lot with the controlling of the recoil. And as always, I will be leaving a code on the description of the video so that you can import it if that's what you wish to do. But now I've got some very interesting gameplay where I use this M7 and we end up sweeping the enemy team at the end. It shows the M7 at different ranges on their full auto fire, so you'll definitely get some good data out of that. And it also shows some strategies done by my team that I just hadn't seen much in the game before. Enjoy! Alright, here we are in trench lines playing with the M7 as engineer. Let's see what we can do here. This build that I have set up here is definitely the most interesting one that I really could come up with. Took a lot of things from many different people. A lot of suggestions from many different people to really get to this point. We are gonna try to stick to that 80-ish meter or less range. There we go, good. There's one guy here. 30 rounds. So that's one of the sacrifices that had to be made to make this gun usable. That is, putting on a 30-round magazine instead of a 45. It just really was not advantageous to lose so much stability on this weapon because of how hard it is to aim already.
Allied troops neutralizing objective Alpha.
There we go, we got him good. 78 meters. That's pretty alright to control at 78 meters. As long as the people are not moving too much. Stick to behind this cover. Behind this rock here as cover. Head glitching is going to be a problem whenever you're using this weapon. But because you are engineer, sometimes you can blow up the cover, which is what we're gonna do here. Now he can't really head glitch there anymore, but I did see him still. Let's try to get in the point here. Go on the left-hand side, it might be a pretty good spot. Let's throw this grenade in there. Now one of the other things that we have changed about this weapon here, that we have compromised, is that we have lowered our handling by a decent amount, so that we can get way more control and stability, which are pretty much essential on this weapon. Let's put this right here. Since we are engineer, let's make sure that we got our trap set up. That guy almost got me. I need to heal up. Hopefully, I think I'm gonna die here. Oh no, I lived. Wow. To spawn on this guy. And there was an enemy running across, that was crazy. Come up. See you. Good. Hey, our ping is actually good this match. Nice. Good to know. That is actually an enemy. That is crazy. I did not realize they were there. We got the point. Very good.
Eliminate remaining enemy forces.
There's a guy coming up here. Yep, there we go. I saw his little shadow. Getting quite a few points right now. 3 points. I see you. There we go. That's a perfect range right there. That last engagement. A strong suggestion that I do have for this weapon whenever you're using it is that you always hold shift when you're shooting any further than like 30 meters or so. That is because you hold your breath and then you're able to control the recoil a lot easier when you're holding your breath. I don't think he can aim this far down when he's head glitching there, so I'm just gonna stick to this. Put this on the roof. Yep, there we go. It triggered. There we go. We got him. You see him. Oh, he's already dead. Teammate got him. Because of how much effort it really took to build this weapon, I can't really put it that high on the tier list. And I do kind of think of it as... I regard it in the same way that I do the AKM. I do think it's a decent weapon, but it's not really that good. Because pretty much every job that this weapon can do, another weapon can do better. Oh, 30 rounds. Wait, that's another medic? Yep, there we go. Make sure that we can get that. That is, I cannot believe that was an enemy there. So I would definitely have to put the M7 at around the same rank there. That B rank on the tier list. I am going to be making an actual full tier list video at some point. Once I try out every single weapon and I get a good handle on all of them. Am I gonna be able to... Yeah, there we go. Got him. Somebody behind me, though. Yep. I see you. There we go. Got him. I have a teammate all the way out here right now, which is pretty nice, because then... Maybe. Just maybe. I can sneak up on this guy. Wait a minute. How did he see me? That was crazy. That sniper right there wanted us. There we go. Headshots galore. I can't believe he got me. Alright, that guy was jumping quite high. Make sure that we get these recons that are behind. Gotta get all the way behind here too. Making it harder for them to reach our area. I gotta reload. I can't go on that, huh? I don't like that. Like at all. Put this trap down. Put this trap down. Just gonna wait here a second until I can reload, back up. Reset, do everything. I hear some footsteps. I see you, actually.
One of our objectives has been attacked.
There we go. I was just not in a good spot because I couldn't really cross that cover. Got him. One thing that this gun really does have is that it hits hard. That is definitely a good part. A lot of these guys are running above the trenches, which is letting me see them really easily. I'm gonna put out a drone here. See, I'm gonna do the same thing right now, sadly. I can't actually jump for some reason. It's not letting me. There we go. Oh, that would have been so nice if this guy wouldn't have seen me. Now, we got pretty good control over this area. We should be able to get B2 soon right now. Got him good. Oh no, the timing. Cannot believe that was an enemy there. Make sure we get the trap down. Reload first, and then we're gonna go back in there. It's a guy right on top of me. Surprised she was able to turn around that quickly, but we got her. She was really moving there. Definitely saw a leg. This guy's dead. Reload, and then we're gonna get out of cover. Gonna come up here. See where they're at. Oh, they had a spawn beacon here. That's how they were able to get so close so fast. See somebody. We just try to destroy that cover that he had there, that sniper on the window. I am playing engineer, so gotta make sure that we can use this rocket to destroy cover. Got him. There we go. It is a little bit easier to control the recoil at this type of range. Let's get on the point here. It does have a good time to kill. Somebody in the building, but he saw me first, so I'll definitely die if he... Yep, there we go. That was a third guy. I can't believe it. Alright, that's as much as I can do with 30 rounds here. Got him. Always gotta make sure that you're nice and reloaded. Put out that trap to make sure that nobody sneaks up on us too easily. I see you. Almost got me though. There we go. Got him good. That's the one that killed me before. I see him. Not gonna be able to get him, so I'm gonna ignore this guy. Oh, right behind me. My teammate is on a vehicle all the way up here, which is really nice for us. Make sure that we get the spawn beacon, take cover behind this truck. Hopefully they don't see me. That is a teammate, good. Break that wall. Don't see him anymore. Where did he go? Oh, that's a different person, but I got him too. There's a guy in this building, he's running out. There we go. Got him. 30 rounds, I'm dead. Let me move out of here, see if I can find some better cover. So he got to the right. Guy almost wait, hello. That was crazy. Why are you here too? There's so many of them. Put a trap down. I see you. There we go. There's definitely more people here. Yep. I'm gonna back up. Definitely gotta heal up a little bit before I do anything else. I see you. We're doing really well with the M7 right now. As much as I'm not really that big a fan of the gun, it can be good sometimes, so depending on how you play the game. I really have to suggest that you hold shift whenever you're shooting at a decent distance. But make sure to use that. Makes it a lot easier to control your shots. And because the gun does hit hard, you can definitely win a couple duels. Alright, got some free points here after getting D1. Very nice. I love it when people stay. Yeah, we got on the point here. Let's try to capture this building. Well, I guess we already did, huh? Nobody was here. See a tank. Okay, well I can't get him, never mind. So I'm just gonna shoot this guy. There we go. Hit the tank. Good. We got the guided missile ready. Cannot believe we're capturing E this easily right now. Reload this rocket once again. Never mind. I guess we already got the tank. Wanted to get it, but... Wow, this is actually insane. There's no way we're about to win it this quickly, are we? That is crazy. I think we ended up with 70 kills with the M7. We had a lot of tickets left, so it definitely could have gone a little bit longer. I barely even got to get any gameplay of the last point there. We got behind them and just completely stormed them. That's really what the M7 can do. Those are the ranges that you want to use it at. You really want to stick to those below 80 meter ranges. Definitely not the best gun in the game. I would definitely put it at a B tier along with the AKM. Since we had to make so many sacrifices with the magazine and the handling to get good control and stability for this weapon. But I really hope this gives you a much better idea of what the M7 can do and how to use it. Let me know in the comments down below what you would do to improve the M7, since it seems like it got nerfed from the alpha. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. Owl out.